Hey, what's up everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today going to do the what's next on the undefeated super bantamweight contender Michael Conlan. That's 122 pounds. Conlan on Saturday, April 30th, or Friday, April 30th, scored the biggest win of his career when he took on Ionut Baluta and got a hard-fought 12-round majority decision in a very good fight. Had to work for it. It was close. Baluta, tough contender. Conlan passed the test, and he is technically the WBO's #1 contender now. It was a WBO final eliminator. So the big question now is what's next for Michael Conlan following that win. Let's run him through the top 10. Now, we do know that he could be fighting for the title against Stephen Fulton, and we'll get to that. But he could not be, and we'll get to that also. So let's run through the top 10 right now and see what's possible for Michael Conlan. We start with the #1 undefeated unified champion, Murajan Akhmadaliev. Akhmadaliev has already been ordered to fight Ronnie Rios in a WBA mandatory fight. So I don't see him and Conlan, especially Conlan, lined up for another title. I don't see them locking up, so I'm going to say no to this one. #2 is the undefeated WBC champion, Luis Nery. Now, this one is possible. Luis Nery is about to fight the undefeated Brandon Figueroa in his next bout here, coming up this weekend, Saturday, May 15th. I have heard that the winner of that fight could fight Stephen Fulton next. So, actually, Conlan and Nery is not possible. I'm sorry that I said that. So I think that Nery, if he's victorious over Figueroa, that he could very well take the unification bout with what's his name that I just said, Stephen Fulton. So I don't see Nery. Also, it's top rank working with the PBC. I'm not seeing that. So right now, not saying I don't think this one's possible. #3, Daniel Roman, the former unified champ. He's with the PBC now. PBC working with top rank. I think Conlan would love to try to pass this test, but he's already got a title fight lined up, and it's the two promotions working together. I don't see it. #4 is it's Azat Havanassian. I wouldn't completely rule it out, but I doubt that Conlan wants to take a risk against a guy like Havanassian. Havanassian's a beast. He's tough. And Conlan's already lined up for a title, so I don't see it. #5 is the undefeated Brandon Figueroa, WBA regular champion. I don't see this one. Figueroa's fighting Nery next for the WBC title, actually this weekend. If he wins that fight, does he want to roll the dice and fight Conlan instead of fighting Stephen Fulton, which is a fight that looks to be lined up for him in September? Plus, it's PBC working with top rank, so I don't see it. #6 is Ronnie Rios, the former world title challenger. I wouldn't completely rule out a fight with Rios. Actually, I'm sorry I said that, guys. I'm drawing a blank. No, this fight I don't believe is possible. Rios is lined up to fight Akhmadaliev in a mandatory ordered fight, so I don't see him in Conlan. #7 is the undefeated WBO champion, Stephen Fulton Jr. These two guys have called each other out, and this fight is possible. Stephen Fulton has been penciled in for September 11th, but the reason for that is the PBC wants to have Fulton fight the winner of Nery and Brandon Figueroa, who fights this weekend, Saturday, May 15th. Now, unless those guys get hurt or cannot be prepared in less than 4 months, which is possible, to fight Stephen Fulton, then I don't see Conlan getting his mandatory title shot next. He could, or he could fight for an interim belt, but right now I'm honestly leaning towards the no, and I'm going to say that it's not going to happen, but it definitely could happen. So we'll see. I have Michael Conlan at #8 behind Stephen Fulton, just barely. #9 is Ionut Baluta, who he just fought there's no high demand for a rematch, and I don't think Conlan wants to roll that dice a second time, so I'm not seeing it. And then number 10, I think I have Ryosuke Iwasa. You know, he just lost to Akhmed Aliyev, kind of controversial early stoppage. You know, Conlan, I don't think he's going to want to roll the dice against a guy like him. So, Michael Conlan, he could end up just staying busy and fighting for the interim title next of the WBO, or he could get a showdown with Stephen Fulton Jr.
Take exit 112 for California 201
It's going to be one of those
toward
two.
Kingsburg.
It's going to be one of those two. So, make sure you're paying attention to see what Michael Conlan does next. This weekend could be a very telling fight to see if Conlan could fight for the title next after Neary and Figueroa are done. These two guys might leave it all in the ring and not be able to return and fight Stephen Fulton in September. So that might leave the door open for Conlan, but we'll see. So that's it. That's what's next on Michael Conlan, the undefeated #1 ranked contender at 122 pounds. I hope you enjoyed it. True Boxing, you've been here with the truth.